Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rodney built. Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. And the Scarlet Knights will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Notre Dame's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He finds his man. Open runway ahead. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line on this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown. And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to him. Extending the play. Slings it downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Makes the grab on the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step, and if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
The option look. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line.
Hey, I like this by the offense. Nice job of not forcing it, having to throw the football. Now you make it 3rd and manageable. And put your offense in a better position to succeed. That's a nice 2nd down play.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. And he runs it in for the score. Touch! First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Here comes the hurry up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got his man out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the move.
The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. It's caught downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. He's going to pass. Might be looking to run. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown! Offense set on 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got his man. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket, Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Still running at the 35. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You see these windows, they're getting smaller and smaller to throw into. Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a hand in there, knocking that ball away.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the 1st. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's taking the shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. He'll pull it down. Turns it on in midfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And you've got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them play with a big play.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to escape and get it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man on the right. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Notre Dame lines up quickly. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
He'll try to do it himself. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on him.
Yeah, and he's done a great job all game long, making the right decisions, but knowing when to pull it and continue to keep drives alive. He's continuing to make the right decision time and time again.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up... Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. And you've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
The RPO fire complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Didn't really get a chance. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this